Hey, today I'm going to cover the top 10 things you can do that I guarantee will piss off your hard money lender. Let's get started. If you're interested in the hard money lending business and you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button and the icon bell so you get notified of all new episodes. Thank you. Hey, my name is Rodney Miller. I run a hard money lending business out of Oklahoma City. I service Oklahoma, the whole state, Dallas, Fort Worth Metro. Those are kind of my areas. So if you're interested in anything hard money related, I've been doing this for a little while. I'd like to give you some information. So hope you stick around and hope you enjoy the information. So today we're going to talk about things that piss off hard money lenders. And I've seen both sides of this. So, borrower and lenders have to work together to accomplish their specific individual goals. The borrower wants to borrow money. The lender wants to place money. And they have to work together to make that thing happen. And it's kind of a symbiotic relationship. Sometimes it goes south. Sometimes it goes sideways. Sometimes one of them pisses off the other. I've been pissed off at my banker many times. So I've been on both sides of it. But sometimes, these borrowers that I deal with piss me off. They do stupid things that just make my life a little harder. So I thought today I'd cover some of the items that really piss me off and hard money lenders in general. So today we're going to cover the top 10 things that piss off hard money lenders. Let's get started. So I'd say number one, the overall thing that really kind of irks us and takes time out of our day and kind of shines the borrower in a bad light is misrepresentation of facts. When you bring us facts that are not correct, either that you haven't done your due diligence but really, I understand that sometimes. Maybe you're new, you don't understand it, but when you overtly overstate facts and try to misrepresent things to get a deal done. And that would fall under overvaluing a property when you know it's not worth what it is, not disclosing some structural issues that that might be there, not disclosing certain liens that you have, not disclosing like overstating your credit score. Occupancy. Here's a big one. That we get, a misrepresentation of facts, is occupancy. We can't finance deals for owner occupants. And then we find out during our due diligence that the borrower taking out the loan actually lives in the property. So it blows the deal. And they could have just told us that up front, but they were trying to sneak something through on us and it just didn't work. And so at the last minute, we put all that work into the deal. We weren't able to do it. Okay, number two, the second thing that pisses us hard money lenders off is diverting repair funds. So usually we'll do a repair budget for you and we'll give you an allocation of money going to that property, and you're supposed to do certain things with it. Like, let's just say you're supposed to put a new roof on the property, and then you're supposed to do some countertops and, tile in the kitchen floor. And then once you do that, we give you more money. We go out there and look at it and we inspect it. And once that's done, we give you more money. A lot of times contractors or borrowers will have several projects going. They'll take some of that money to move another project along. They'll come up short, and then they come to us crying that they don't have enough money to get to the next draw level. And then they try to make it our problem. And that pisses us off. That it makes our life a little harder. We just want you to keep the funds in the project and work the plan that you had set out with us. So it always comes back to working the plan. We all agree to a plan. We just want you to stick to it. Don't move funds around into another project. If we give you money for a fund, for a project, it needs to stay in our project, the one that we're funding. Kind of along the same line, number three, incomplete draw inspection. So we get this a lot of times when we have a draw inspection. Like I said, you're supposed to do the tile in the kitchen, the countertops, and the roof. And you ask for your draw inspection. You say it's ready to go. We come out to look at the deal, and lo and behold, the countertops are not done, or half of them are done, and you expect your complete draw. We've made a trip out there. We've looked, and you're not finished with the deal. So you've kind of wasted our time, because we're not going to give you the money until you finish what you're supposed to finish to get to the next level of the draw. We do charge you for that. So then you kind of cost yourself some money there, but it just wastes time for everybody. And, once again, you're crying to us, trying to get us to fix your problem when you didn't stick to the plan. So it always comes back to sticking with the plan. I guess the bottom line with that is do not set up your draw inspections unless your draw inspection is ready and you've done the work to completion. Okay, number four, this is when you stop communicating. So here's what happens. And this is the worst thing you can do. You get into trouble. Maybe you get upside down in the deal, or you just feel like you're in over your head. Something happens and you can't make payments, And instead of just calling the hard money lender, because we're human beings, we want to work things out with you. Instead of just calling us and trying to work things out, you go dark on us. You're not making payments. You're not working the rehab. The house is sitting there rotting, and you are not communicating with us, trying to work something out so we can get this thing off our plates, both of us. And so it creates more stress and more work for us because we have to kick into action, and we consider that a default. And so we have to go out there and we have to figure out what we're going to do with it. Are we going to take it back? Are we going to hire an attorney? But if you would just call us and talk to us, we probably wouldn't have to go through all that. We'd probably work a deal with you, probably figure out a way to get that project to completion and get it off your plate, help you sell it, whatever we can do. But we can't do that if you go dark. If you go dark and you don't call us, we're forced just to follow through with default. We can't just come take the house from you. We have to call an attorney, and we have to go through the formal process of foreclosure. So just the key to that is just communication. We're human. We want to help you out. We don't want to see you fail. So when things go south or when you're struggling, you just communicate. The earlier, the better. Let us know. We'll try to help you out. Hey, I got a question for you. Have you ever gotten sideways with a lender? I want to hear about it. Leave it some comments in the comment section below. Thank you. Okay, number 5 of things that piss off hard money lenders: asking for a blanket proof of funds letter. I get asked this all the time. It doesn't piss me off. I won't do it. I won't give you a blanket proof of funds letter you can go around. Our proof of funds letters, we do give them out, but it's per property. So you've got to locate a property. We've got to agree to loan on it. Once we've come to that agreement and we've seen the deal, we've seen the numbers, and we agree with them, then we'll give you a proof of funds letter. We can do it in 5 minutes if we get on the phone together. It's not a lengthy process. But we don't just give out a blanket proof of funds that you can take around to banks and use, saying you've got this money to use, because the chances are you probably won't use us anyway. You're just using that proof of funds letter to get deals submitted and get them approved. So, number 6, switching lenders at the last minute. Okay, this is kind of up there with, if you're a borrower and a lender backs out on you in the last minute and just leaves you at the closing table and says, nah, we changed our mind. This is the flip side to that. This is when we put all the work and effort into a loan, and then at the last minute, for one reason or another, you just switch lenders and you go find somebody. You save a point, or you save some percentage off the interest or whatever. But we have hard costs. We've put a lot of work in these deals. And when we get right down to the closing, we usually pay our attorney up front like $750 to put together the loan documents for these deals. So if you backed out the last minute, we have to eat that. And we do not like eating money, especially on things that are not our fault. So we don't like to waste time and effort. We work on these. We have a whole staff that works on these loans, talking to the title company. We pay them, to do all that. So it's just a waste of time and money. If you switch lenders at the last minute, it pisses us off. We probably will not do another deal with you if you do that. Number 7, not leaving a Google review when we've treated you really well. So that's kind of tongue in cheek, but I do get a little ticked off when I loan somebody some money, act really quick and get them a loan in 2 or 3 days and ask for a Google review and don't get it. But that's just me. That's not a big deal, really. Number 8, things that piss off hard money lenders: asking for money back on the BPO or appraisal because you did not do your homework. So what happens a lot of times, we get some newbies, we get people that, they're kind of new to the business. We understand that. We'll work with new folks. We don't mind that. But what we do mind is, we ask for a $400 valuation fee, and it's a BPO, broker's price opinion. Basically, we send out one of our people in-house, a realtor. I have 2-3 guys I use, but they're realtors and they flip houses, so they understand how to comp out a house, so they'll know what the after repaired value is, and they know how to look at a repair budget to make sure that the repairs that you're planning on doing will get that house to the ARV, and you're going to make money. So we work a deal with you, and before we do anything, really kick into action, we ask you for a $400 valuation fee, and you send that into us, and that's really what gets everything started. We'll underwrite it for you, desktop and all that. But once we take that $400, we send somebody out there to look at the house and meet you out there. What happens sometimes, it's not very often, but it does happen, is that you're a newer investor or a seasoned investor, but you're way off on your numbers, and your repair estimate is not going to get you where you need to be, or the ARV is off by $10,000 or $20,000, and we don't feel like it's a profitable deal, or it's not the deal you told us it was when we get out there. So that happens, and then you ask us for the $400 back because you're not happy the deal might not go down. So you're upset that you didn't do your homework, that you spent $400 with us We came out, saved your rear end because you didn't do the deal and lose money, but now you want us to pay you back your $400 for our time and effort to go out there and look at the deal. So that pisses me off. And I think it pisses off other lenders too. And we don't do it, by the way. You don't get a refund on that. That's a non-refundable. We tell you up front, that's non-refundable. If you miscalculate your numbers, that's kind of on you. Number 9 thing that kind of pisses off hard money lenders or frustrates them, that's a little strong word, piss off, but asking, when you call us and ask us to run your numbers, you ask us if it's a good deal. You ask us, if we could look up comps for you. You ask us if we can help you work out the repair budget. We're not in that business. That's kind of your business. You're supposed to bring all that to us prepared so we can look at it. We want to look over it, and we're going to kind of like double check your numbers and double check your value on the property, what you think the value is going to be worth when you fix it up. But we're not going to get involved in underwriting the deal for you. That is your job. And so you need to stay in your lane. We stay in our lane, and bring us a deal when you have your numbers hashed out. And that's usually a kind of a newer person thing. And we have to kind of teach them that. The 10 final thing that pisses off hard money lenders or frustrates us is not having a clear exit plan that makes sense. So these are short-term loans, very expensive money. Well, not very expensive, but expensive money. And so you have to have a plan when you use this money. You've got to, it's a fix and flip, you got to know that you're going to get in there as fast as possible, put the money into the property, fix it up, turn around, sell it, and pay us off. If it's a BRRRR and you're going to buy a rental that needs a lot of work and you're going to use our money to buy it, and then you are going to put money into it with our money, and then you're going to turn around and refinance it and pay us off. Where this gets kind of weird is that some people will come to us and like, I'm going to do a BRRRR and I'm going to borrow $100,000 from you. I'm going to buy this rental and I'm going to fix it up and I'm going to refinance you out of it. And then we go pull their credit, and their credit's like a 520. And we're like, look, you're not going to, how you plan on refinancing this when you have a 520 credit score? It's not a good plan. This plan is not going to work for you. So go back to the drawing table. So it didn't really piss us off, but I needed a number 10, so I just threw that in there. So basically, so that's really it. That's just kind of the way it goes down. There's certain things that I probably do to piss off my borrowers every once in a while. Try not to. Try to be clear and transparent and really easy to work with, but I know what happens. But these are the things that kind of piss off me and piss off other hard money lenders. So hope you enjoyed this video. We appreciate you checking us out. Hey, thanks for watching. We got tons of free stuff down below for borrowers. We got free reports on how to flip a house, how to guarantee a hard money loan. Just go down there and you can download them. If you have a property you want us to look at, we have a link to our loan application. Just get down there and fill in the information. We'll give you a call and take a look at your deal. If you're an investor and you want to invest in some of these loans with us, we pay 10% on your money, and we love investors. We have a bunch of investors, more coming into the program every day. But if you want a good, safe return on your money and you want to get in some of these loans, we'd be happy to help you place your money. Go down below. There's a free co-investor brochure that explains our program. If you enjoyed this program and you enjoyed this content, you might want to check out this other video. It's episode 42, how to impress your hard money lender. Not piss them off, how to impress your hard money lender. Check it out. Please like and subscribe. Thanks a lot. Rodney Miller, Hard Money Partner.